Hello everyone, I'm Video Game Hazard, and welcome back to another episode of Pokémon Fire Red. Last time, we drove Team Rocket out of the Rocket Game Corner in Celadon City, and this time, with the Silph Scope in hand, we're gonna head back into Pokémon Tower. So if you remember from our previous visit here, we could not identify the ghosts that were roaming the upper floors of the Pokémon Tower. But now that we have the Silph Scope, if I could actually run into a Pokemon here. Please. It sucks not being able to run in here because I would be able to encounter a Pokemon faster. But as you can see, we can now tell what Pokemon they are. This is a Ghastly here. It is actually a part of the only Ghost-type line in the game. And it is worth noting that it is a Ghost and Poison type. It has the ability to Levitate, so it won't be affected by Ground-type moves, like Coughing before. But it is also weak to Psychic moves, which is interesting because usually Ghost types are supposed to be super effective against Psychic types, which is still the case. But with the Poison type on Ghastly, there is an added risk, in that Psychic type moves will still be super effective against Ghost types, because Psychic moves are only neutral on Ghosts. Ghosts don't resist Psychic moves. Although, you would think that might be a good idea, but whatever. The other interesting thing about Ghost is that it is one of only two types where it is also weak to itself. Yeah, Ghost-type moves are super effective on other Ghost types. There are also Dark-type moves that are super effective on Ghosts. And as such, I actually went ahead and taught Blitz the Thief TM off-screen that we got back in Mount Moon. So I had it replace Thief here. Or, sorry, I had it replace Quick Attack, is what I meant to say. But yeah, Ghastly here. Not going to be using it on the team, but it's a good thing to add to the collection. And as you can see, yeah, I passed it. There we go. Levitate. So, won't be affected by ground moves. But as we go through here, we're going to be fighting quite a lot of other ghosts. I believe every single trainer here has some variation of one Ghastly or multiple Ghastly, or a Ghastly and its evolution, or just the evolution, or what have you. So it is a little repetitive. That move it's using there, Curse, that has a different effect depending on the type of the Pokemon. If it is a Ghost type, it cuts its HP in half and gradually whittles down the opponent's HP every turn. Like so. And that did quite a bit of damage, actually. So I'm going to switch, if I can here, over to Blitz. But if you are not a Ghost type, then Curse, I want to say it raises your attack and defense at the cost of lowering your speed. So, risk and reward there. Oh, excuse me. Just had to cough a little. But yeah, Ghastly goes down. Actually, I should have used Thief there. What am I doing? I guess I was thinking I still had Quick Attack, even though I literally just said that I replaced it with Thief. I'll switch you into the front so I can actually remember. This item right here is an escape rope. Very nice. Is this a dead end over here? Yeah, it is. And there are no hidden items over here. Got interrupted by a wild Ghastly. I would put up repels, but there is actually another Pokemon here that I want to add to the collection. One that... I don't know why I'm being vague about this. The other Pokemon here is Cubone. We've seen it before. But it is rather rare from what I remember. At least compared to Ghastly, that is. Anyway, let's try Thief. And that's a one-shot. Very nice. I probably mentioned it back when we got that TM, but if the opponent has a held item, and the user does not, then the user will actually steal the item that the other Pokemon is holding. But yeah, we are gonna be fighting a lot of Ghastly, so it could get a little repetitive. It might end up cutting out some of the battles, but I am still looking for a trainer that has the evolution, just so I can show that off. Oh, there's the gap. It's a little hard to see sometimes with the fog around here. And another Ghastly interrupting me. Anyway, let's go up to the next floor. Let me fight this person. Be cursed with me, Qua! Yeah, all these channelers are very creepy. Especially with those big old bug eyes, jeez. Channeler Laurel. Are you friends with Channeler? I can't speak. I was trying to say Channeler Laurel. Are you friends with Channeler Yanni? But I completely messed that up. I don't know why I even bothered sometimes. You just have more Ghastly. Yeah, that's real interesting. Go down to a thief. Bye-bye. What? I love just reading a single what as a sentence with an exclamation point. Such a great excuse to just make noises like that. And say it in a very exaggerated way. Okay, you just have a Ghastly, that's boring. Alright, she's done. Huh? Who? What? Where, when, why? Let's see. This item over here is a Great Ball. Very nice. And this item right here is an Awakening. Also nice, but that will become kind of obsolete soon. You'll see. Ghost! No! Qua! Yeah, all these channelers are kind of insane. Cool, another Ghastly. Once again, very easy. I do kind of question why the game designers didn't have at least one other ghost type in the game, because, I mean, this place is literally just fighting Ghastlies over and over again. It's not exactly the most interesting thing, and there are no hidden items here. Okay. Go up to this floor. This looks like it would be a great spot for a hidden item, but there is no hidden item there. I don't even know if there are hidden items here. You shall join us. Get away from me! What a nightmare! You're the nightmare. You're the creepy one here. Anyway, if we go up here, there is actually a hidden item for once. And it's a big mushroom. Have we gotten that before? I don't actually know. Well, if I did, I would have sold it. That's basically just a tiny mushroom, but it gets you more if you... It gets you more money if you sell it at a Pokemart. Come, child, I have purified this space. You can rest here. And sure enough, if you step into this little summoning circle or whatever it is, your Pokemon will be healed. So that's nice. You get a cleanse tag by collecting this item here. That, if you attach it to your Pokemon as a held item, it repels wild Pokemon. So long as they're zombies. So long as the Pokemon you attach it to is actually higher leveled than the Pokemon that appear in whichever area you use it. Just like repels, which we've already explained long ago. Anyway, another Ghastly to be one-shot by Thief. How original. Huh? Are you confused? I mean, you literally just had a single Ghastly. I don't know why you're so surprised about that. Oh, hello! We have found a Cubone! I am immediately switching over to Jeremy to catch this thing. Cutting straight to the part where I catch it, because you guys don't need to see me weaken it down, since it will not be used on the team. But we get a Cubone. Hooray. And you are going to the PC immediately. Fight this trainer here. Are you about to throw up? I hope not. Please throw up in the corner if you need to. I don't want all that all over my pants and shoes. Too bad there isn't, like, a toilet or a sink around here. Or a bucket. Or something you would vomit into. Whew! Oh, glad to see you're relieved now. Alright, so let's... Thank you, Wild Ghastly, for reminding me that I need to set up my repels. Do I have any? I sure hope I do. I do, so we're good. And there's one more trainer on this floor. Give me your all. I don't know why you said it so creepily like that. Tammy. Oh, here we go, finally! Haunter, this is the evolution of Ghastly. Not a whole lot different, aside from stats, of course, but it still gets taken out by a single thief. Oh, no! It actually had a sliver that I didn't see. Oh, Confuse Ray. Confuse Ray is a pretty good move. It's, basically supersonic in that it confuses you, but it has 100% accuracy. So, unless you raise your evasiveness or lower the opponent's accuracy, it'll just hit you every time. And this Haunter just killed itself? Okay. Good job! Good job there. Anyway, moving on from whatever that was. We have another floor here. Give me blood. Oh my god, are you a vampire? Dude. You're even creepier than the ones down below. Although I guess it makes sense that the channelers would get creepier as you go higher into the tower. But whatever, you just have a Ghastly. Maybe you'll have a Haunter too to be more interesting? No. Okay. Go down in one hit. Same as before. Let's go to level 34, hooray. And you just have another Ghastly. Alright, we're gonna have Mustafar deal with this, I think. Because, Blitz has actually been getting a lot more screen time lately to make up for Rock Tunnel and Celadon Gym. So we're definitely switching him out of the front now. Even though he has Thief to deal with the Ghastly, but they're kind of weak, so it doesn't actually matter that much. And we'll arrange them like that. Seems good. Let's collect this item down here, which is an X accuracy. Very nice. We have another trainer up here. God, you were all so creepy. Why are you like this? Anyway, you have a Ghastly, I guess. Whatever. I'll just Rock Slide it. That should be enough to take it out, right? Sure enough it is. Glad I don't have to use two of those. Because... oh, jeez, I just realized Spike can only hit Ghastly with Rock Slide because Dig doesn't do anything due to Levitate, and Secret Power and Double Kick don't do anything either because Ghosts are actually immune to normal and fighting type moves, which I forgot to mention earlier. Yeah, so don't use normal or fighting moves on ghost types. It literally won't do anything. Something fell out. I don't think I want to know what fell out. You can kindly keep that to yourself. We go down here, we have another rare candy. And before we head to those stairs, it's probably best to make sure that you are prepared for what's ahead. Because as soon as we walk over to the stairs, be gone, intruders! It's a spooky, scary ghost! Which is actually a level 30 Marowak. This is the Marowak that Team Rocket killed. And now we have to put its spirit to rest. So, Jeremy, let's make quick work of this. Oh, you are defending that quite well, actually, despite my super effective damage. Oh, it's just using Leer. I'm surprised Headbutt actually did as much damage as it did. And that Bullet Seed isn't doing as much damage as I expected. But I guess Marowak is a pretty defensive Pokemon, so I shouldn't be too surprised. Oh, wow, that was a lot of damage. I think a crit would actually take me out next turn. But luckily I am able to take it out before that happens. The ghost was the restless spirit of Cubone's mother. The mother's spirit was calmed. It departed to the afterlife. I'm glad that we could help it. But that is not all there is to Pokémon Tower, because Team Rocket is up here causing disturbance. What do you want? Why are you here? Why are you here? You're just making all of the spirits restless. You're just not being very nice people. Probably stealing stuff from people's graves. You're probably a bunch of grave robbers, aren't you? And Jeremy should not be fighting the Zubat here. So we're gonna have Spike use a Rock Slide. And it takes it out in one hit. No problem. Very little experience because of this split, but whatever. Move on another Zubat. I missed? Come on. I know you have, what, 90 accuracy? Yes, 90 accuracy, but come on. I guess I haven't been messing with it much, so that's probably just my just desserts for being lucky. I don't know. Oh, and you have a Golbat. That is the evolution of Zubat. And it has a big old mouth so it can scream! Ah! I'm sorry if I hurt your ears by doing that. Just be glad this isn't the Gen 1 sprite where it had a big old tongue sticking out. That thing was really weird. I give up. Yeah, you better. I'm not going to forget this. And off he goes. I'll have to make these other guys leave too. But Spike should go into the front of the party. This old man marched right up to our hideout. Then he starts ranting about how Team Rocket's abusing Pokemon, so we're just talking it over as adults. Sure, you're totally just talking it over, and not literally torturing him. Anyway, we're gonna Rock Slide this coughing. Oh, it used Self-Destruct. That is a very powerful move, 150 power normal type move. Actually, was it 150 or 200? No, it was 200 actually, I'm getting it mixed up with something else. But yeah, that's a 200 power normal type move that just sacrifices you when you use it. So, he really did just suicide bomb me, essentially. He he's gonna send out a Drowsy now. I'm gonna switch back to Jeremy. I can probably heal a bit with Leech Life. Let's see. Probably not enough for a one-shot. No. But it did heal quite a bit of my HP back. And you do not get to use Disable because you failed, sir! You failed! Now good day! Have the life drained out of you and go faint in the corner. Please, no more! Get out of here, buddy. Pokemon are only good for making money. Why not use them? You stay out of our business. Yeah, I'll have a few choice words for you. I'll put Mustafar in the front. I don't feel like healing Spike and Jeremy right now. You're not saving anyone, kid! Not if I have anything to say about that. You have... Oh, you have quite a few Pokemon, actually. You have a Zubat. We're gonna... You know, we haven't used Mega Punch in a while. Let's do that. Punch! And it was a one-shot. Nice. You have another Zubat. What if we do a Metal Claw? Not a one-shot. And I'm confused. Great. Great. And I'm hurting myself even greater. But I did snap out and kill it with another Metal Claw. Nice. No attack boost, though, unfortunately. Whatever. Rattata, do you have anything interesting? It seems like, despite having more Pokemon, that you have weaker ones than the last two. Unless your last one is something good. I guess Eradicate is better than nothing, but we've seen plenty of this already. Just get burned. Well, you didn't actually get burned, but whatever. One more Ember will do it. And it was an unnecessary crit. Very cool. And if Mustafar wants to learn Flamethrower, finally we can have a better Fire-type move than Ember! This is a 95 at power Fire move, with a chance of burning, so it is very good, and Ember is getting immediately replaced. Don't fight us, Rockets! You're not getting away with this. Oh, but I am. Now we talk to this guy. It's Mr. Fuji who we heard about when we first entered Lavender Town. Eh? You came to save me? Thank you, but I came here out of my own free will. I came to calm the spirit of Cubone's mother. I think Marowak's spirit has finally left us. Thanks to me. I must thank you for your kind concern. Follow me to my home, Pokémon House, at the foot of this tower. We talk to Mr. Fuji. Andrew, your Pokédex quest is one that requires strong dedication. Without deep love for Pokémon, your quest may fail. I'm not sure if this... Oh my god. Doing that voice hurts my throat. If this will help you, but I'd like you to have it. We get the Pokéflute. Upon hearing the Pokéflute, sleeping Pokémon will spring awake. Try using it on Pokémon that are sleeping obstacles. Perhaps we've seen a Pokemon like that. But there's one more thing in Pokémon Tower for us. If you go back to the top floor of Pokémon Tower, and check where Mr. Fuji was standing... Oh, the item finder is shaking wildly! We got a Soothe Bell! I forgot that it actually... You automatically pick it up if you're standing right on top of it. The Soothe Bell is an item that, if you attach it to your Pokemon as a held item, makes its friendship value grow faster. Now, friendship is something that doesn't usually matter all that much, but it is helpful for certain evolutions where Pokemon need to be friendly enough with you in order to evolve. But no such Pokemon like that are accessible in the main story of this game. Anyway, with that said, we're just gonna dig out of the tower here somehow and teleport back to the foot or the base of the tower, whatever. Now, with that all done, that is probably a good place to stop. So on the next episode of Pokemon Fire Red, we're gonna see what that Poké Flute can do. See you guys then.